Alfred Hitchcock, often regarded as one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Known as the master of suspense, his collaboration with composer Bernard Herrmann on his films is regarded as one of the most famous director-composer team-ups in history, and Herrmann's scores helped create some of the most famous horror films of all time. But there is one of Hitchcock's films which omits Herrmann's score, and any score at all for that matter, and that is 1963's The Birds. The Birds is Hitchcock's follow-up to Psycho, one of the most controversial films at the time, and was noted as being one of the scariest films of all time at that point. Hitchcock made the decision to omit a score for The Birds, opting for non-diegetic and diegetic sounds throughout. Take this scene for example. The birds are about to attack the town, and instead of an overbearing score, Hitchcock instead chooses to use wind sound effects, each one getting louder than the previous. Or in this scene, when the man is seen killed with his eyes pecked out, there is no sound at all. It's played with complete silence. This was unheard of at the time of the film's release, where normally there would be a loud, emphatic sound when the jump scare is revealed. The end result creates a very raw feel as it plays out like the situation would in real life, in complete silence. Hitchcock's decision to have all natural sound effects for the film was mainly experimental on his part. He wanted to see if a film could work without a score. Hitchcock was always interested in creating original ways to execute a scene. We know this because he got lots of flack in Psycho when he made the decision to kill off his main actress halfway through the movie. The effects used for the bird's sounds were created using a method called electroacoustic mixture tritonium. This gave the birds a more menacing sound as opposed to their real-life counterparts' sound. Even though he was not a composer on the film, Bernard Herrmann was brought in as a sound consultant to help with the various sound effects. The film's dialogue scenes are unique because of the lack of a score. It gives the scenes a more raw and realistic feel.
Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? They said when you got here the whole thing started. Who are you? What are you? Where did you come from? I think you're the cause of all this. I think you're evil! Evil!
I think they're going.
The Birds has gone on to influence multiple films, both in the horror genre and others. Films that also were made with no musical score are Dog Day Afternoon and more recently, Beyond the Hills. Overall, The Birds is a highly influential film that was a risk at the time of release. It got negative reviews at the time, with people citing it as awkward and not as good as his last film, Psycho. But over time, people have come to realize how much of an impact it has had on the horror genre and films in general. This has been James. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you all have a great day.